I am really excited to get to introduce our first performance this evening. Every other year, we bring in Regina Saizi, who's an improvisational artist from San Francisco. She works with not just our acting students, but all of our students, in our music students, photography, creative writing, everyone, because we feel improvisational skills that they learn here are pertinent to all of the disciplines. And she, a couple years ago, brought out 2 other of her colleagues to perform for us, called Improv Playhouse, and it was a very memorable performance. And they're here to share that with us tonight. I'm pleased to welcome Improv Playhouse.
Hello, everyone. We're Improv Playhouse of San Francisco, and I have been teaching the kids all week, the teens, improvisation. And tonight, this is Lisa Rowland. And this is Tim Orr. We're going to improvise a one-act. We call it Naked Stage because we're going to set the stage. And it's about 35 minutes long? Yeah. So, what else do we need?
Well, we could, maybe we'll ask you a question, get everyone yelling something out, because we're going to need your help in a minute to get started. Can you hear me? Yes! Great. What's your name on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3! Yeah! Okay, there
from somebody in the very back row. What month were you born in? December!
Great. From somebody not in the back row, but me too.
And right here in the middle, your favorite color. Somebody said brown.
I like brown.
It's a good color.
It's a good color.
All right, so Reg mentioned this, but everything you see tonight is completely improvised. We have no idea what play we're about to do for you, which is scary and exciting. So we need your help to inspire us. So you'll give us the location.
Yeah. We're gonna get location.
So we're each gonna get one location from you, and then you'll vote on which one you would like to see us set our play in tonight. All right. So somebody from like this quadrant of the audience, what's the location? That we might an indoor location probably that we might say. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, what? Mrs. Spring's barbecue. No. What? Okay, you're raising your hand. Yeah. Dude, we had squid last time we were here. We gotta do something different. Chuck E. Cheese at a restaurant? Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese, a restaurant?
Chuck E. Cheese.
And from over here, I need another indoorish location.
A yacht?
A what? A kindergarten classroom.
Great. And from the middle, can I get an indoor location that's different than what we've heard? A tattoo parlor.
A tattoo parlor.
These are exciting.
Great. So
These
now
are all
we're going to
exciting.
vote, right?
You're going to vote by your applause. Before you do that, we will review the 3 options so you know what you're voting on. Chuck E. Cheese.
Which one did I take? Kindergarten classroom.
A tattoo parlor. Okay.
All right, cool. So, clap now if you would like to see our play done in a Chuck E. Cheese. All right.
Who would like to see our play done in a kindergarten classroom?
And what about a tattoo parlor?
I think so.
Our play will be set in a tattoo parlor. We're now going to set our stage.
Cool. Okay. So this is a bench, like a little couch. This wall is covered in photographs of designs previously done at this tattoo parlor, and there's a table here, like a coffee table with a binder of different designs.
You want to put 2 of these for a table?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Exactly
what you want to do.
Yeah. So perfect. All right.
These chairs.
I'll get the other one.
person getting tattoo and a chair for the tattooer if they want to sit.
All right.
They may, maybe up here a little bit. They may or may not want to sit. We'll put a chair, yeah, like that.
Like that.
Back here is a counter with various body jewelry in it, and a cash register for where you pay for the stuff that you've had done to yourself there.
What was that last sentence again, Lisa?
A place where you pay for the stuff you've had done to yourself.
Right.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay.
Right over here is the entrance to the parlor with the name of the tattoo parlor on the door. And what is that name?
Now,
Raise your hand. Yes. Regret. Thank you. And from the inside, it's backwards. Turger.
there's some windows here looking out. We really don't know where this tattoo parlor is at. Wait, if you look out the windows of the store, what do you see?
See, some people are raising their hands. It takes somebody raising their hand.
Yeah, what?
East
The
Village.
East Village,
It's in
New
the
York.
East Village. It's in New York.
You see the East Village.
That's called.
East Village. East Village.
Is there anything else?
Yeah. Well, you have something?
No. The bathrooms are that way, but that's.
The bathrooms are that
The
way?
bathrooms are off this way.
I have one thing.
Great.
I'm just going to leave this right where it is, pretty much. No, I'll move it over here a little bit. Because we're not going to use those. It doesn't look like. This is a platform for a very large object sitting on top of it that you would not associate with a tattoo parlor. What is it? A what? A what? A Christmas tree. Okay, so that's it, right? Is that it?
Yeah. So we're gonna review.
We're going to review because I just walked through something. All right.
Yeah, great. Okay, cool. So we'll review, and we're good to go. This is a couch. This is a wall full of designs that have been done here before, photographs, and there's a binder full of designs on the coffee table.
Isn't there some counter here?
Yeah, there's a counter here.
There's a counter there. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
cash register and body jewelry.
Right. This is the door, and the name of the tattoo parlor is Regret, and it's backwards when you're looking out.
Right, because it's written on the door.
Tattooee, tattooer, Christmas tree, East Village.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
The bathrooms. Thank you.
Where are they? Right there?
Yeah. Back there.
Watch out for that case there.
Yeah, right.
All right?
Okay.
We now present Regret.
Frosty the Snowman.
Hey, sorry to leave you waiting.
Oh, it's all right, Monica.
Okay. Have you decided?
I'm just looking through the binder, you know.
Oh yeah, just kind of perusing?
Yeah, perusing, yeah.
Totally, yeah.
That's a word.
Yeah, it's a word.
I love the words you use.
I love words.
I know you do.
That's why all of these. Read those. They're some of my favorite words.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Crepuscule. You said that means dawn in French.
Yeah, that's right. My mom's French.
I don't know what that word even is.
You don't?
No, what is it?
Cartankalakfactory.
Cartankalak factory?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
It's a really, it's a crustacean. It's found in the deepest part of the ocean, which is why I think it's so fascinating, because I feel like the things that are found in the deepest, darkest places are some of the most interesting. Cadillac Thackeray.
I agree with you. That totally makes sense to me, you know?
It does, right?
Yeah. And this one,
Yeah.
Morgellon.
Yeah.
Morgellon, that's a character, right?
Yeah, from a science fiction novel that I read once that I really loved. She was like a misunderstood space princess.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Morgellon.
What happened to her?
Well, she got exiled to a planet that was not her own and was in despair for like decades. I mean, for like a really long time. Longer than that. Longer than decades.
Hundreds of years?
Yes. Centuries. And when she finally got back to home, her home planet, which is the thing that she had pined for so long, she realized it had changed beyond recognition, or rather that she had changed and no longer felt at home in her home.
Yep.
Just goes to show, you know, that sometimes the thing you spend your life pining for is not actually the thing you need.
Whoa. You know, I'm having a really hard time choosing, I'll be honest with you. My first one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well?
Monica, I don't know, you know, since Cindy left, you know, I'm just excited to be single again,
Oh my
you know?
gosh, Simon, I totally get it.
And you
I
know,
totally get it.
I'm not a young man, you know? It's kind of crazy
You're
to be getting...
very attractive. I mean it.
You say that to everybody who comes in.
No, but I'm serious. I don't think people hear that they're attractive enough. You are a very attractive man, and you may be single and older, but you're very attractive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Would you like my help choosing, or did you just want to take your time?
I do want your help.
Well, let me ask you some questions, okay?
Oh, sure.
To help assess your needs.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Would you like a tattoo that somehow symbolizes your newfound freedom, or would you like a tattoo that symbolizes who you are completely separately from the experiences you've had with regards to your former partner?
Say that again.
Well, for instance. Oh, hi. Hello. It's a tattoo parlor, right? Yes, of course. Welcome to Regret.
You have another client, I'll just...
Yeah, take your time. We'll get back to it, okay, Simon?
Just remember that question, because I do want to answer it.
Yeah, I'll remember it.
Ching, ching, ching. It's kind of funny that you put regret on the door. I mean,
Yeah.
You're calling it. Yeah.
Can I help you? Are you here to get a tattoo?
Yeah.
Maybe a piercing, some jewelry?
Yeah.
Yeah, what would you like?
I'm liking a tattoo.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, I'm thinking a tattoo would be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Did you have artwork in mind, or?
Yeah, I got a couple of things I picked out of the magazine.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
My name's Monica.
I'm Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Yeah, nice to
Hi.
meet you.
Hi. Very nice to meet you too. You can have a seat here
Here,
if you'd
right
like.
here?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, I'll show you what I got, all right?
You're Sylvia?
Yeah, I'm Sylvia.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm okay.
You getting a tattoo too? A tattoo too, huh?
It's funny. Tattoo too, yeah. I'm thinking about it. You know, I'm a little nervous because, you know, I'm not young, and it's my first one.
Yeah, this is my first one too. It was a bet.
That you won or lost?
My friends, they said, Sylvia, I bet you won't get a tattoo. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna prove them wrong.
I love that.
You like that?
Wow.
So there's a couple of
You know, Sylvia, no offense, I think that was a figure of speech more than an actual bet. Oh, you know, it doesn't matter. Forget it. Forget
What?
it. No, I always say stuff like that, and then I regret it later. You know, I'm sorry.
Where shall I put my bag?
Oh, you can put it right here under the tree.
I like that, a Christmas tree, even in July.
Yeah. It's my favorite season, so I was so sad about taking it down that I decided I'm not taking it down.
Hey, is there a law that says you gotta take a Christmas tree down?
No,
Not as that I know of.
Not that I know of.
So,
I don't know it.
there it is.
I don't know that law.
Even if there was a law, we could break it, right?
I bet there's not a law.
Anyway.
I don't know if I would. So these are the ones you're thinking about,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah. You know, I'm
Do you need help deciding?
well,
right.
You know, I work for the police department.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Officer.
Yeah, I'm a beat cop.
Wow.
Wow. And I was just talking about breaking the law.
You what?
Yeah, I said if there was a law that you had to take a Christmas tree down after Christmas, we would break it.
He just broke up.
You just, oh. Oh, that's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Watch the counter.
Watch
Sorry.
That's okay. It moves real easy.
You just broke up, huh?
Yeah, his girlfriend just left him. That's why he's here. He's getting a tattoo to kind of symbolize the transition.
Oh, that's hard.
A lot of people do that. I mean, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. He's cute.
That's what I think.
He's cute.
You know, if I may say so, Sylvia, it would not hurt to tell him that. I mean, you know, he's at this place where I think he's feeling kind of down on himself because his girlfriend left him.
Oh, man, of course.
You
That's
know,
what you would
so
do.
he's like questioning.
You feel like crap.
Yeah.
You know,
just like
who am I? Well, I don't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. I'm ugly.
Is anybody gonna love me ever again? Am I on my
own
own planet?
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I was
Monica?
married.
You're out of toilet paper.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's the kind of thing I say and then I regret. So
No. That was a perfect thing to say. Why don't I get it?
It's not a criticism,
No, I understand.
but I don't want you to take it that
I
way.
don't take it that way.
Are you sure?
You're okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
telling me, Simon.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Sure. No, sure.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Hey, here, Sylvia's designs. Maybe you could go over, sit over there and help her go through them.
Yeah, come on. Come on. You said your name was Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice name. Have a seat right here. Hey.
When I was in school, when I was a kid, you know, Simon Says.
Yeah.
You know that game?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
Yeah. I got that nonstop till I was like 12.
Yeah.
Then I had a little growth spurt, you know? And
Yeah.
and people stopped doing it because I was big enough to defend myself.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
It was hard. I mean, why would somebody take that so personally? Simon Says, right?
Because their parents weren't nice? I don't know. I'm just asking. Maybe you would take it personally if you
No,
were...
no, you're right. My parents weren't very nice to me.
Oh.
No, you hit it on the head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You just hit it on the head, that's all.
All right. There I go.
Bang.
That's a
what's
nail
that?
and that's a hammer. I'm hitting it on the head.
Oh, it's a nail. I thought it was a little tiny head.
No violence, all right? No.
Okay.
I'm a cop, all right? No violence.
Sure. Our feet are touching.
I too am single. And, you know, the guys down at the precinct, they say, hey, Sylvia, when?
They must like you. They're looking after you like you're their sister, right?
Thanks. Anyway, which one do you like? For me, since you know me a little bit, maybe you can get a sense.
I like the fist holding a lightning bolt.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I like the bunny.
Uh-huh, I like that too. His teeth are a little long.
They are. They're really long.
Long, aren't they?
That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
I like this. Oh, it's your name.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of design.
Yeah.
Go with that.
My name, huh? All right. I like that.
Did you make a decision?
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, great.
We did, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, your name.
Yeah. Right? Great. Yeah, that's
Where do you want to get it done?
right here.
Well, I probably shouldn't stay if you're going to start work, right?
I mean, all of the East Village can see us. If you don't mind, it's up to you, really. We could put a screen up, or we have screens. Should we put a screen up?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll
know,
get it.
you know-
Where is it, Monica? I'll get it.
So nice of you.
Oh, it's in the bathroom. I've seen it.
Yeah, watch the counter.
What's it show? Hey, listen, should I put on like a gown like at the doctor's or something? You have something so I can kind of cover up?
Well, you could just pull down, but if you'd like something, we
Yeah.
have something for a bigger body.
I'm a police officer. I'm a beat cop. I'm not gonna just,
Sure, bear it.
Yeah, right.
Sure, okay, yeah. I've got something. Hang on 1 second, all right? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, you work here too, Simon?
No, I've been coming in here for a while.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I just like it here. Probably coming in too much, honestly.
Probably, yeah.
I've been thinking about getting a tattoo for a while,
There you
but
go. All right, shall I go in the bathroom?
Sure.
Excuse me.
sure. Watch your camera.
So hard to see.
It's all glass. You
I
can
know.
see right through it. You should put some paint or something.
Simon, I think today's the day.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Mom.
Simon,
That sort.
it's been 3.5 weeks. You've come in here every day. It's time to decide and permanently stamp yourself.
What was that question you asked me a while ago? That question.
Do you want something that symbolizes your newfound freedom? Or do you want something that symbolizes you? Do you want a caged bird breaking free of its shackles? Or do you want like a soccer ball or something that like represents a hobby of yours?
I don't play soccer.
Well, what do you like to do? Do you like to cook?
No.
Do you like insects?
Yes?
You do. We could put a bug.
I don't love insects. I just
Okay.
like them.
Well, what are you thinking of? Here, I mean, have you looked at the wall?
Yeah, I have. The last few weeks I've looked at the wall and I like them all. I mean, your work is incredible.
Thank you.
I love them all.
Thank you.
But none of them really, a serpent, a frisbee, a VW.
A squid. That one's a colossal squid, so you can see how it's wrapped around the entire bow of a ship. I love that.
They're amazing. They just don't.
Speak to you?
Yeah. Oh my God. I have to go plug the meter. I'll be right back.
Hey. Okay, yeah, what happened there? That was,
I think he got nervous.
you got something there, huh?
I tried to push him towards actually making a decision, and maybe he's not ready to do it.
Yeah, it's probably about his wife leaving him, right? Or his
Yeah,
girlfriend or what,
yeah,
or
I
something
guess
like
so.
that? That's tough.
You want to get going?
Well, I don't want to take his place. If he was going first,
Oh,
I
good.
could watch and then.
God knows when he's going to decide.
All right, then let's go.
All right.
All right.
Oh, this is perfect. That
Yeah, I
screen
like
right
that little
there.
screen there.
All right, let me get the gun.
It's an ink gun, right?
Yeah, ink
that's
gun. Hello.
I
Tattoo
look well.
gun. What did you
Yeah,
think?
no, I went on the internet and looked it up. I know what it is. I know all about it. All right.
All right, so you're gonna have to lie down, face down.
I'm gonna lie down.
Well,
All
you
right.
want it on your butt cheek,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah. So that's good.
Is that screen gonna block the windows there? It's kind of just blocking the.
Oh, here. Well, let's.
It's tilted around there.
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 Okay,
Okay.
good. Yeah, all right. So I got the gown on, and then you just reveal the gown. and
I'm gonna
it's
take
right
one
up
half
here.
of
It's
that,
not
let's
right
see.
on it. It's right here.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, you can lay down. That's good. That's good. That's good.
All right, you got it? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Is this gonna hurt?
It'll, some people are more sensitive than others.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
probably more likely to be an irritation.
I'm pretty tough. So. Everything all right?
Yeah, I just thought I saw someone run by.
Have you been having trouble in your neighborhood
What's that?
with strangers in here? Because I could call my friends.
Oh, you're really nice.
I got a lot of friends in this party.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
It's a pretty good neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you're gonna let me know, huh? Right before you start?
Yeah, sure. I was thinking of doing classic kind of like black. Did you want a different color?
No, black's good. Black's
Black's good, okay.
Right. And what's the font?
Oh, well, I was going to do it just like the,
Oh yeah, just
the
like.
image in your.
What's wrong, Monica? Hey, Monica, what's wrong? Hey, Monica, what's wrong? I'm
I know.
disabled here, you
I'm
know?
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's going on?
Hang on 1 second,
All
okay?
right.
Hang on.
My car was parked down here, so
Simon, get over here.
I put my...
Come here. Come here.
Clothes on.
What's going on? I'm asking because I just saw you crouching in front of my shop, looking at Sylvia, and then scurry on your hands and knees away.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I did that.
What were you thinking?
I just wanted to see her get her tattoo. It wasn't because it was her butt. I didn't want to see her butt. I mean, I did not want to see her butt, but I didn't want to...
You just wanted to see what it would be like?
I wanted to see...
Simon, you don't have to
I
get
didn't-
a tattoo.
But that's the thing. I want a tattoo. I want a tattoo.
But Simon, maybe you're like Morgellon. Maybe you're spending all this time wanting something that is different than what you actually need.
Is everything all right out here?
I'm so sorry, Sylvia.
I put my clothes back on because I'm not coming out in a gown, all right?
Yeah.
I look at your butt.
Let's go back inside, okay?
I don't know if I should. I don't know if I want a tattoo.
You don't need to get one.
But that's the thing, is I want one, but I don't know what it should say.
So wait until you know, and then you can tell
What
me.
if I never know?
Then you'll never get one.
Simon, I got a present for you. Come and watch me get my tattoo.
It's perfect. Come on.
Got your skin. Ching, ching, ching.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, go get the.
Get the gown back on.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Well, let's move this screen. We'll just.
I asked Cindy to marry me last Christmas. You know, on Christmas Day, because it was her favorite holiday, and I figured that's romantic to ask somebody to marry you on their favorite holiday, right?
So romantic.
So I asked her to marry me, and she said yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was 7 months ago, right?
Yeah. Simon, what happened?
It was never the same after that. I mean, she said yes, but then she started to treat me different. Ignore me, you know?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Happens, right? People leave people, right?
Yeah.
You talking about that woman again?
Yeah. Cindy,
Yeah, right.
my ex.
Yeah, right.
She left me.
Did she leave you a note, or did she tell you? Did she break up with you in person?
She left me a note
When was this?
a little over 3 weeks ago. I haven't read it. I didn't have the guts to read it. I don't want to. You read it. You want to read it?
I'm used to this kind of stuff. Dear Simon, that's a good start. Dear Simon, I can't marry you, but I already said that. Did she already say that?
Yeah, she told me the night before.
I love you, but I have to find my own way. Remember that thing that you did that I love so much?
Okay, skip that. Oh wait, maybe it wasn't what I thought it was.
Seemed pretty nice to me.
Okay, go ahead.
That you always put a picnic basket together, and you always said, let's go eat lunch in the park. And you always bought breadcrumbs for the birds, and you brought a Frisbee for the dogs, and you brought a cane for the old ladies. I love that part of it.
These old ladies would come by without canes, and I was just...
Someday maybe we could be friends, but not now. Love, Cynthia. That's Cynthia. So when you sign it with your full name like that, that's over. That's like a little police business I know about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm glad to know what it said. It actually wasn't mean.
No, it wasn't mean.
There was a little drawing of a Christmas tree on it. I don't know if that's significant or not.
Here.
How do these windows open?
The crank, right? Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Right, the crank's on there. Hey, you shouldn't have done that in front of me. But I'll let it go this time. You know, we got to take care of this planet. All right.
I know what I want.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I want to get a picnic basket. Because, you know, the reason I did that was because I like picnics, and I like the way it makes people feel, and I put in canes and Frisbees and things because...
You want to give to people.
Yeah, and I want to keep doing that, not just for Cindy.
You know what? You could do it for you.
For me.
Yeah.
Have the cane sticking out of the basket.
The cane, okay.
Yeah.
And maybe some birds around the basket.
Like flying, like singing or
I
something?
don't care.
Singing birds.
It's your tattoo.
Some notes.
Sure.
With the birds.
Yeah, music notes.
And a cane.
Okay, and some, you don't need the breadcrumbs because you got the birds. A dog.
A dog.
Man's best friend, right?
Yeah.
dog.
Man's best friend.
A dog, birds, music notes, and a cane.
I want to get it on my butt too. It would mean something to me because you really helped.
Yeah, it works for me.
You helped me out, you know.
I like that, Simon.
How's that look? Something like that?
God, Marty, yes.
Yeah?
Exactly like that.
Okay, great.
Let me see.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
She's an artist.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, good.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Well,
It's
do.
perfect. Mwah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, I'm an officer.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Maybe we'll
Wow.
do that later on,
Yeah.
again. When we're at the park with your picnic.
Monica,
You know, I'm going to close up early, but the park is right nearby.
Yeah. Hey,
well, you gonna go now?
Yeah.
You're gonna, but
I'm gonna put my clothes on.
Yeah, it feels like tomorrow. You know,
And
tomorrow's a
I'll
great
make
day.
a reservation, an appointment.
Great, that'd be great. That'd be great.
And who cares if I don't actually get the tattoo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you won't get a tattoo, Sylvia. I don't know.
watch the counter.
Yeah, I know, I see it. It looks like I got something else.
I think she likes it.
I think so too! I think so too! I think that's what she was just saying. Simon, this is great. And it doesn't have to be any big thing, just go have a picnic, you know?
Monica, are you even real? I mean, is this story even real? Are you some kind of, what are you, an angel or something? Come on. Look at this. A Christmas tree in July.
I'm just a a girl.
Some cop comes in and now we're gonna go have a picnic.
It's amazing what happens.
You're not some girl, Monica. You're like, you're turgid. You're turgid. You know what turgid means in French?
No.
It means putting things together.
Is that true?
Yeah, I learned it in high school. It's a very obscure French word.
Oh, wow.
It means putting things together. That's what
Well,
you do.
there it is.
Am I to understand you speak French too?
Oui.
Something else in my book.
Tu parles français, toi?
Oui. Que tu parles toi?
Bien sûr, on fait un pique-nique.
Parle anglais.
Ouais. Hey, I know where the keys are behind the counter. I can lock up. You want me to lock up?
I think he was going on a picnic.
I mean, were you leaving?
You know, I'll lock it.
Oh, I thought you were leaving.
No, I'll lock it.
I know a nice delicatessen. We can get some stuff.
No, we'll go. We'll leave. We'll leave.
Yeah.
I'm not staying here. I mean, to get to know each other, all right?
Have a great picnic. And, come on back. This is waiting for you whenever you want it, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And maybe tomorrow, or I'll give you a call, all right? I'll look up regret in the...
Yeah, look up regret. You can find me under regret.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know why? Because with two of them, you always make sure you have an extra, right?
Absolutely. Not everybody thinks that way.
No, most people don't. They're happy with one, right? And you get stuck in the middle of nowhere. What do you do?
Yeah, right. You know that, right?
You got nothing. You got zero, right?
Before we start, a lot of what we did tonight is what I've been teaching the kids. I said that already. And so you can ask questions.
Anybody have any questions?
Yeah.
How long have you all been working together? I started working with them 8 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, that's when we started playing together and kind of, yeah.
Right.
Regina and I started improvising in '88. Long time ago.
Yeah. And I...
As a threesome, we don't play together very often, just the three of us. But we play in other groups that are like different sizes.
And this group... This group has...
Are we in trouble yet?
No. We have another player with us, not here, but in our group. There's 4 of us. Anything else? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Simon did.
You mean Sylvia? Did you say
Sylvia, yeah.
And Simon, it's a good question. You know what? One thing about one-act plays that I think differs a little bit from 3-act plays, which we also do, and we do other stuff too.
Yeah.
is that one-act plays often have very ambiguous endings. If you really look at the body of work, that's one big difference that I've noted. And so when we do one act, we talk about ambiguous endings. That one wasn't too ambiguous, but sometimes they're very up in the air. We really don't know what will happen to the characters. So I don't know. What do you think?
I hope so.
Okay. I hope so too.
Yes, sir.
A lot of improvers tend to not do long form, particularly if it's not, completely ridiculous, has some grounded reality. So is that something you developed yourself? Did you see another group do it? Or how did that happen?
It's a great question. He said, how do we keep it more serious?
Long form, longer stories.
How do we develop this kind of narrative long form, more theatrical, less comedic?
Right.
Maybe.
Well, we've been doing it for years. I mean, we did a lot of the short form in the beginning, and then a lot of the actors that I worked with, that we were improvising with, we decided that we wanted to do something with more depth, and so we started doing, what we called like a a genre movie, and trying to really establish real people in real places.
The very cool thing is that Tim and Regina were some of the original pioneers of narrative long form. What you saw today was a narrative long form, one through line, one story over the course of the entire thing, and they were there at kind of ground zero of narrative long form in San Francisco. It was really developed in San Francisco in the way that we know it today. So you're watching some of the originals who kind of pushed the boundaries and figured out what we could do in that way. So
San Francisco, like Lisa said, it really is the first place in the world that we know of to do long-form stories that are serious.
Yeah, when there was a time when we went to Europe and we met a bunch of improvisers at a festival, and they couldn't believe it because that door hadn't opened for them yet. And as soon as it had, we want to do this. There's a lot of actors that like to improvise, and they do both. So the opportunity to play a real character as opposed to somebody that's trying to just be funny is wonderful.
Yeah.
What's the craziest show you've ever done?
Craziest. What does crazy mean?
Weird, fantastical. I mean, you have these long form, but is there anyone that just was involved in the game that just never expected?
the Valentine's Day horror.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Probably.
We do a lot of different genres. Some are sci-fi, horror, so there's some, in general, we're more logical than trying to get crazy. Like, we don't aim for crazy.
Right.
Sometimes it might go there.
So this one particular show that I'm thinking of, it was all logical in that the story we discovered the story from the circumstances in the world that we were playing in, but it ended up being this
She was Satan.
I was Satan. I was like some demon hell mother who was sending my spawn to
Take over the world.
Take over the world, and at the end there was this reckoning, and they were the human victims of
We
it.
saved the world.
They saved the world.
You didn't destroy the world.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
I was thwarted.
I got emotional, sorry.
And it was a sweet Valentine's Day show. I mean, it's moments like that where you stop and take a snapshot in your brain, and you're like, what is going on? How is this my life?
I will say something about that show since you guys both brought it up.
Yeah.
It's one of the most, being a performer, one of the great things we have as performers is that we're up here together. So we're not really performing for these people, even though we are. We're also performing for each other, and we're doing this thing together. And there's that incredible feeling you have, right, when you're up there with other people. At the end of that show, I'm looking at Lisa's disappearing into nothingness because we've defeated her. The lights are coming down, the crowd's going crazy. Regina and I are on the ground, collapsed, covered in ectoplasm. It's a long story. And we're out of breath because it was such a rowdy show. And we're looking up, and it was a Valentine's Day show, and these red lights are fading as the audience is cheering. And I still remember whispering in Regina's ear, Happy Valentine's Day. While the lights come down, and those moments for performers to me are wonderful. We get to be up here together. So it's what we're sharing up here that people want to see.
Yes. Yeah, one more? Yeah.
Yes, sure. What is the biggest mishap you've had on stage?
Wow.
years ago, I started the show underneath the stage, and we did a form where we had a short monologue, and then we narrated a story. And I gripped the stage to come up, and I hit the stage. It was a cement stage because they were doing a Kiss of the Spider Woman, and I cut my nose. I broke my nose, and as I came up, I saw all the players on stage, and they saw my nose bleeding. Yeah, that was pretty. And I climbed onto the stage, and I just walked towards them, and we just made it work. They were improvisers, so somebody else started, and that's the biggest mishap I've ever had.
Lisa, you got one?
Not really. No big like injuries or crazy. The nice thing about the content is that you don't. You can't. You can't really have mishaps in terms of content, like in terms of what's happening in the show or mistakes that you're making in the scenes, because anything can be right. You know. But so mishaps in terms of like falling or getting sick. But I can't think of anything like that.
When I was a regular actor, before I became an improviser, I was in this big production in the Bay Area. It was very big. It was supposed to play in Zellerbach Hall, which seats a couple thousand people, and then move to Broadway. And it was a disaster. And we were sold out opening night, 200 people, second night, 40 the third night, you know. It was really a disaster. And opening night, there was this huge set, you know, it's a huge, huge theater, and the stage is even bigger than this. And there's this immense set, and it collapsed in the middle of the first act. And everyone on stage, there was like 30 actors on stage, were diving into the orchestra pit so they wouldn't get hit by falling set. And it's like...
It's like the end of the world.
And we're diving into the orchestra pit, and the audience, you know, was laughing. You know. They loved it. They were like, woo! Disaster. And that was pretty bad.
Yeah. So, you know, if you have any other questions, ask us at another time.
Yeah, we'll be around.
We'll be around, right.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you.